Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, who is going to share the screen? Who is going to share the screen? Everyone able to practice the and scripts? Hello, able to hear me, everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay. So everyone able to practice the ant of previous class, whatever we covered. Okay, who can share the screen?
Yeah, the screens. Hello,
Yes.
I will share the screen, sir.
Okay. Yes, Bhavana, I can share the screen now. Okay, I have shared some of the file and then directory, zip directory in the chat. Everyone download this. Take this ant example and put it into ant practice folder. Copy this and put it over there and extract it. Okay, just zoom that. Zoom this a little bit. Okay. See, now in previous class we have covered how to read the ant like build.xml, right? So what is the build.xml? It is the art of ant and how the instructions are provided and how it works. Okay, those things we have seen. So today we'll take a real example of Java code. So as I told, in Java, developers are going to write the source code. And now I'm going to use the ant and then I'm going to compile this source code and I'm going to create a package called jar var whatever it is required for the project. Okay. So for that actually we have a Java already installed. Okay. See here if you see the diagram, something some name, whatever it is, basava.java. Java is important here. Okay. So how many .java files you have? After compilation, that many dot class will be created. Okay. After creating this dot class file, I'm going to combine this class files and then another component, and then I'll build a package called jar var add. Okay. So let us see. Go to the sample now. Minimize this. Go to the sample. Wait. Remove this build.xml and keep it outside. Down. Wait. Leave it. Just go back, and practice you go. Okay, there is another build.xml. Okay, fine. Now go inside this ant exam. Remove that one. Okay, just keep it as ant exam. Okay, go inside that. Okay. So now you see there is a SRC folder, web content, license, and something build.xml. Okay. So here, if you see, go to the SRC folder. There, the developers will place the source code. Okay. Go inside this. Go inside this. Okay, go inside this each folder and see. See, there is a user.java. Our main thing you have to see is .java. Okay, the name may be anything. So here there is a one.java file. Okay, next go to the another folder. See, another two.java files. Okay, go to another folder. See, there is another .java file. So there are four .java files. Okay, go back. Okay, there is some web content also. They are some .jsp and then meta inf. Go inside this. There is some .mf. Just go back. Okay, so there are some contents here HTML and then go to lib JSP. There is .jsp. Then go back lib. Okay, there are so many jars. Okay, so now go to that diagram. Uh, yeah. See now I have so many source files. So I have told you, right, what is jar var add. Okay. See, there are already some jars present in your source code. And what I'm going to create there. So you have var file. See, jar file is combination of dot class files, image files, and other component. When it comes to var, what is the var? Web archive, right? What it contains? Dot jars, JSPs, servlets, HTMLs, gives all these things. See, we have seen in that folder jar file is already there, JSP is there, and HTML is there. Okay. So that means I'll combine all these things and then I'll create a var file. So this is what we're going to create now. Okay. Minimize it. So there is no war file. See, these are jar files. Okay. So go back. There are JSPs also. Okay. In the up. See, there are some .jsp files also. Next, go back and see there are HTML also. These are all HTML. Okay. So I'm going to use this jar file libraries, jar files, JSPs, and then other HTML. Okay, that come back. Go back. And I'm going to use the src folder, whatever .java files are there. I have 4 .java files and other components, web content. I'm going to combine all these things after compilation. Okay, I'm going to get some more files. Let us see. Just go back. Okay, so now you know what are there inside this. Okay, anyhow, this src folder will be provided by the developer only. Web content folder, everything. Even build.xml also they will only provide. Only thing you should know how to read this and how it works. Okay. Now we have seen in previous class how to write a build.xml and how to work on it. Okay. Now let us see how we can read this. Go to build.xml, open this. I think down it is opened already. Just okay. See, now in previous class I have told you, right? Just click on that project, drop down. Wait. Close this. Close this. No problem. Okay. Just click this. Okay. So as we have discussed in previous class, okay, and script consists of a root node called project, right? Now we have a project here. Okay, so project starts with angular bracket like lesser than symbol and then project, and at the end you're going to close this with a lesser than symbol slash and then project and greater than symbol. This will call as a angular bracket. Okay, so now see every and script will contain one root node called project. Okay, and every project will have a name. So you have a name. Something I'm saying ant example. Okay, one you can remove if you want. Ant example. Okay, and then so every project will have a name. That is fine. Next, a project can have multiple targets. Just click on this. See, there will be a target, name is in it, and next another target, compile, and another target, var, another target, clean, something like this. So a project can have multiple targets. A target can have multiple tasks. Inside the target, you have a multiple task. See, now we'll see one by one target. The target first name is equal to what? Something I have given init. So this is a target name. So inside this target name, what are the tasks I have? mkdir. Mkdir means create directory. What directory I want to create? Dir is equal to, it will create a build folder. Inside that build folder, it will create a classes folder. Okay. Another folder, mkdir. Dir is equal to dist. So these two folders is going to be created after running this build script. Okay, build slash classes and then dist. These two folders will be created. Okay, after that, next. Next, what is the target? Name is equal to compile. But compile depends on what? Init. So it will, the cursor goes to init, but init is executed and it is created directly. So next it comes to compile. So dependency task is already completed. Okay, now it will look for the next task. So what is this task I'm going to do here? Java C. Okay, Java C means Java compile. Okay, so what it is going to compile? Where is the SRC folder? Right side, right corner you can see. SRC dir is equal to SRC folder. So it will take the source code from here, SRC folder. We have seen already SRC folder, right? There are 4.java files. It will take the .java files from this SRC folder and then it is going to compile, and then it is going to create the .class files, and that .class files will be placed in build/classes. This is the folder. Okay. So next will be something class path they have mentioned. This is fine. Okay, class path means it will take the uh, okay some dependencies, all these things from this class path. Okay. So Java C is closed down now. You can see. Okay, this is a task which I'm going to do. In the sense, compile. Compile is the task where I'm going to compile the source code from the SRC dir, and then it will create the final package like .class and place it in a .class folder. Okay, build and /class folder. So next, after creating .class files, what is the another target I'm going to do? Name is equal to var. That means, okay, var is a target, depends on compile. Compile is already executed. So it is going to run the task which is present in this var target. Okay. So in a var target, what I'm going to do is I am going to create in a destination folder like dist folder. I'm going to create a final package called ant example var dot var. See, this is the final package. So dot var consists of web XML the web content, web.xml it will use, and then another file set. File set means which are the folders I'm going to use, dir web content, and then I'm going to use lib. Okay, lib is another folder. Okay, libraries I'm going to use. So that we have seen already. In a web content, we have web-inf and then libraries, and then classes. So it will use a classes files also. To create a var file, it uses the dot classes and then the dot library jars and then the web content folder, a web XML, all these things it is going to use, and then it is going to create a ant example dot var file. Okay, fine. After creating this, these are the different target, another target, clean. Clean means it is going to delete some directories. Okay, delete which directory? dir dist, delete dir build. So these are the folders it is going to delete it when you invoke this clean target. Okay, so this is a typical structure of your build.xml. Okay, so now we'll see when you say ant, what happens? Which is the default var? Default target here. When you say ant, so it will come to the where is the default target? First line you have to see var. This is the default target, right? So in previous class I have shown you, right? Default is equal to target 1. It goes to target 1. Default is equal to target 2. It goes to target 2. Default is equal to target 3. It goes to target 3. Something like that. Similar way here, default target is what? Var. So your cursor comes to var. Where is the var? Var here. So it depends on compile. So cursor goes to compile. So compile depends on init. So it goes to init. The init does not depend on anything. So it performs the task which is present in this target. That means it will create a 2 directory, build classes and dist. And after that it comes to next target, compile. So compile depends on init, and init is already executed. So it runs the task which is present in the compile. That means it will create a compilation. It will do the compilation and it will create a dot class files. And after that, it will go to next target, depends on compile, compiles is already executed, so it creates a war file. Okay, but target clean, it does not execute because it is a independent. See, it does not depends on anything. It is not going to execute. Okay, until unless we call the clean separately. Okay, so let us see. Now minimize this. See now, nothing is there. So there is no folder like build classes folder is not there. Destination folder is not there. When I run the ant, then it will create those folders. Okay. So copy this entire path. Type cmd. So I have to run ant command. Okay. Where the build.xml exists. Just say dir. See in ant example folder, I have build.xml down. You can see this build.xml, right? So I can run ant command from this folder. Okay. Wherever the build.xml is present, from there you have to run the command. Okay. So now just say ant. So when you say ant, it will read the build.xml and it start executing each and every target present in that. See, first it is initiated, init target. So init mkdir, it is created a directory in this path. Okay. So go and check whether this directories are created or not. Build classes and dist. See, build and dist is created. Okay, leave it. Next, go to the command line. So after build, next it is going to do the compilation. Okay. So what is the compilation it is going to do? Compiling 4 source files down. Okay, it will take, okay, it will read the build.xml and then it is going to compile the 4 source files. Okay, and then it creates it in the dot class folder. Okay, now go and check in the build and then classes folder. Open one by one. See, there was user.java. Now it is created user.class. Okay, next go back. See, dot class and dot class. Okay. How many .java files you have? That many class files will be created. Got it? Okay. Now go to the build and just observe what our src consists of. Same structure it will be there, but .java files will be there. Okay. Clear? Okay. So now how many .java, if you see that diagram, go to that image. No, not this. Cancel. Go to image. Down you have image, no? See here. So Basava.java, one file.java. After compilation, it will create a dot class. Okay, this is your bytecode or project artifact. So this process I'll call as a build. Okay. So now you have done the compilation and then you have created a dot class files. Okay. Just go to the directories. Okay. Shortcut ತೆಗೀರಿ ಅದೇನಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ shortcut. Okay. So now in the build folder, you got those class files. How many .java files you have? That many class files will be created. Okay. So now go to the next. Go to the command line. See, After creating the dot class files, next is var. So var is the final package, jar var add. Okay. So here I am going to create a var file. Where I am going to place the var file? In a ant example, dist in the inside that I am going to place this var file. How to create this var file means it is okay using the dot class files and again JSP, jars, and then okay HTML. All these files will be okay bundled as a single executable file called var file. Okay, so this var file consists of all those things. It is bundled, but it is a binary. You can't understand what is present inside this. Okay, now go to the disk folder and see. See, it's a single var file. So it is a binary. You can't understand. Okay, only machine can understand. Just if you open this, see, open and see what happens. Open and see what is there inside this. Open with notepad or whatever it is. See, you can't understand, right? It is not human readable. It is something binaries. Okay, so who can understand this? So if I ship this to customer, even they can't understand. Okay, so this you have to take and deploy to one of the server, then only you can understand. Okay, this part will come to later. Okay, deployment. Now close this. This is a binary. Okay, close this. So you can't understand. So the final package is this. Okay, in this folder you have var file. So this var file will be created using in a build folder. You have dot class folder. Inside that class folder you have dot class files. All these files will be combined. Okay, all these four dot class files will be combined. Okay, and then also included some of the web content file also HTML, JSP, libraries. Okay, go back. So here you have web content. Inside this you have different files. We have seen already those files. Okay. So JSP is there, libraries is there. Okay. All these HTMLs are there. All those content which is present in web content folder and then destination folder. All these things will and build folder, not destination. Build folder and then web content folder. Whatever present inside that and SRC folder already you have compiled and you got the class files. So now I'm going to use build and the class file web content folder and then I'll combine all those things and I'll create a one executable file called var. Okay. Now go to the build.xml. See, okay, just okay, bring these two things aside, okay, side by side. Minimize this and move it to right side. Not minimize, okay, just yeah. Or else, okay, keep that folder only folder structure to this side. Not this folder structure. Okay, bring it right. This folder structure. See, now the if you now read this build.xml, see, so yeah, what is that? It is going to compile and then it is going to create init first directory structure it will create. Okay, build folder, build folder, build inside the build you have classes. Inside the classes you have a okay. Next you create these two directory build and dist. That is the first target. Okay, and after that it is going to create compile the source code and then it creates a dot class that is done and then var file it is going to create a var file by okay using the files. See, web content. Here left side, if you see file set, lib, and then classes, all these things will be combined here. And then it creates a var file. Okay. So we know that var is a combination of, just go to that image. See, to create a var file, it requires jar, JSP, servlets, HTML. Okay. All these files will be used. Jar, .jar, JSP, servlets, HTML, GIFs, etc. All these things will be combined as a single executable file, which I call as a var file. Got it? Okay. Minimize this. Now, there is another target. See, clean. It is not executing because it doesn't depend on anything. Okay. So now, so if I want to delete the content whichever I have done. Okay. So now I don't want this again. I want to run it. Then you can say ant clean. So if you say ant clean, then it will run only one target, this. So it is going to run the clean. Clean means what? It is going to delete the directory disk and delete the directory build. Okay. So now run and see what happens. Ant clean. So you can invoke the particular target. If you say ant, it will run everything. But if you want to run a particular target, then you can say clean, ant clean. Okay. Uh, okay. See what it is going to do. Deleting the directory. Okay. Go and see now. See that folders is not available. Clear? Okay. So now just say ant and see what happens. Again, these folders will create. Okay. So this is the workflow of your build.xml. So first you have to understand this thing. Okay. And then later inside that, whatever other things present, that is fine. So you can Google it and you can understand. Okay. But the basic workflow is like this. If you are not able to understand any other lines, that's okay. You can just Google it. But the workflow is, this is very important. First, which is the default target, it will go to that, and then it will compile all other things. Okay. Is that concept clear? Okay. So now you got this as a final package. Okay. Now try to understand how this ant works. Okay. So if you see that, open that builder.xml. See. Okay. Just click on that project drop down. See, I have told you, right, how this ant script works. The begin and end tags for project, it starts like this. Okay, lesser than symbol and then greater than symbol. Close this project. And ending is what? Slash project. Okay, angular bracket, lesser than symbol and greater than symbol is there. Inside that, I'm going to define project. And out, I'm going to end this slash project and angular bracket. Okay. So the begin and end tags for project must start and end the file. So every start tag must be closed by an appropriate end tag. Okay. So the begin of project is like this, lesser than symbol and then greater than symbol. Inside that we will define the project. Okay. And the project must have an attribute called default. Okay. highlight ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ default, which is the name of your target. Okay, and each build file must have at least one target. Now click on that drop down. At least you should have, okay, each build file must have at least one target. The begin and end tags for the target is similar to the project only. Okay.